Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Shem HaShabbat, Shem Rakakodah, Shalom to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there, Shalom to all. I'm going to make this super quick. Anyway, I was watching this video. I didn't even get a chance to watch even half of it, and I had to make a little video, short video on it. This is put up by Holy Bible Defenders, Western Women and the Agendas. The Bible is the answer. So like I said, I didn't watch the whole video, but the title caught my eye. Short video, 24 minutes long. Anyway, right here, about the 40-second mark, you got this woman. She said that she was married, happily married. She had a honeymoon. All this woman was saying what she had to say. I said, oh boy, I don't want to hear what she got to say. You know that hair, she ain't her real hair. Now these women, that could very well be their, even though Edomites wear extensions and so forth too, hair pieces and stuff. But anyway, this is not these women, but the woman that you're gonna see in about a half a second. By the way, I'm sorry, I didn't give you a title. The title of this video is, drum roll please, Isaiah 4:1 is at the door. Isaiah 4:1 will take place on this side. Not so much in the kingdom. It will continue in the kingdom, but it will take the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1, or 4:1 and 2, will take place on this side. So our women, Jake women, they're adolescents in the mind. You want to get a woman that's a certain age. Well, yeah, they could be physically, they can be in their 20s maybe, but mentally and spiritually, they may be 8 years old. So let me just go ahead and let it play. Might not even go into any precepts. There's some precepts that kind of came to mind. Isaiah 4:1 really came to mind. Isaiah 60. There's a handful of scriptures that come to mind. There's many scriptures that go into the fact that there's always been men that have, more than one woman. King David, being a man after the Most High, had many women, had concubines and women. And over the sin of adultery, which he committed with Bathsheba, where they were supposed to both be put to death. And through that union, that adulterous union, that wicked act that David did, he had the woman's husband killed. He set. See, you can kill somebody by setting them up. You can put them in a situation like if somebody walking down the street, there's a gunfight going on. And the person says, all right, going down there, you say, yeah, and they die. That's part of your fault because you knew that there was danger down there. So David put Uriah the Hittite, which he was an Israelite living in the land of the Hittites. Bathsheba was also an Israelite. You got scholars that say, oh, they were heathens. No, they were not heathens. Bathsheba was an Israelite. Uriah the Hittite was an Israelite. Okay? So you read the backstory. He was faithful to the king too, and the king set his ass up. And the Most High sent it was the prophet Nathan, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive. The Most High was speaking through him to convey the message to King David that why did you do this? Why did you commit this sin? Which also led to murder. To murdering somebody, setting up somebody getting killed. It said, I gave you the king's wives. I gave you the king's. He didn't. In other words, what David got from King Saul was his daughter, Maikah, right? I gave you the king's wives. I gave you the king's. I'm just quoting it, loosely paraphrasing it. But you know what I'm talking about. And it said, if that was not, if that, matter of fact, let me go to it so I can read it. I don't want to make this long. This is how I remember it. So, all you got to do is put in such and such. Such and such. It should pop right up. If I'm not mistaken, it's in okay, it's in 2 Samuel 12 verse 8. I should open this up. It says, and I gave thee that, you know what let me open it up. Let me open it up. Okay. Let me click on it. Let me check that out. Nathan rebukes David. He goes into the poor land with the ewe lamb, and the man, this is only the animal he had, and blah, blah, blah. David said this man should be put to death. Nathan said, you are that man. Because he knew in his mind he committed adultery. He was still dealing with the woman. He said, man, ain't nobody going to know. Ain't nobody going to know that. I'll set this man up where he get killed, and I can still deal with it because he's dead. So David had a wicked heart at that time, but David was still known as a man after the Most High's heart after all of this. And David's anger grew greatly, and he said, the man should be carried a man so I can kill him. It says, and Nathan said, thou art that man, thus saith the Lord, the Most High, I appointed thee king of Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul, and I gave thee thy master's house, and what does it mean by house? Meaning, Israel was under Saul, now Israel is under David. Right? The house is talking about the kingdom, the Israelites. Or the scriptures speak about the house of Israel, right? So he was a king over Israel. There was a lot of deaths, behind David being king. And Benjamin didn't like that, So he had Judah and Benjamin killed. They were killing each other, man. And thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee. Now, back then they had many wives. How all of a sudden you got Bishop Nate, all right, talking about you going off if you got more than one woman. Well, you're not built for one woman. And then they'll tell you to keep the laws out of the same mouth. The same side of your mouth to tell you, the other side of your mouth to tell you keep the laws. Oh, but if you got women, you're breaking the laws. I'm giving you an example. Where did the Most High say, David, you got too many women? This is what he said. He said, I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives. Hey, this is why, Nate believes that he's, he got the number one camp. He got the biggest camp, the numbers. Most I ain't dealing with numbers, man. Read the account of Gideon. Anyway, this guy likes to play a numbers game. Ain't nobody from the GMS, what do you call it? Defecting from GMS and going to IUIC. You show me the man. And I don't care. Anybody in GMS that I'd really want to go to IUI. I really want to go to IUIC. But I'm afraid they're going to talk bad about, well, you know what? If you believe, go. We ain't want to talk bad about you. We're going to laugh at you, though. Okay? Ain't nobody from the ISUPK leaving to go with the IUIC. All right? Because they're not under that zombie spell. Ain't nobody from Sakari leaving. Ain't nobody from, Genesis ain't going under y'all. So anyway, so they tell them something. The leader of IUIC says, keep this law, keep that law, and train them. They say, keep the laws. But then they're standing there with they got the beards chopped up and so forth, right? Or they're not even keeping the Sabbath right. You want to mess up a IUIC member? Ask them to prove that the Sabbath is Friday sundown and Saturday sundown. And that's open for anybody. Prove to me that Friday sundown and Saturday sundown is the Sabbath. It's always the Sabbath. When Friday sundown comes, that's the Sabbath. It's not in the scriptures. So they're guilty of adding to the scriptures. It says, 8th verse, and I gave thee thy master's house, and I gave and thy master's wives in thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel, right? I said that, the house of Israel. So who is the house of Saul are Israelites coming under David. Benjamin had a problem with that. And it makes sense, makes all the sense because he was a Benjamin, right? Benjaminite. House of Israel and Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given thee such and such. So what things? So what do you mean by such and such things? If you wanted more women, I would have gave you more women. I would have gave you women that would find it in Bathsheba. Younger women. Virgins. But it's that you know, it's that lust, as Malak would say, lush. Okay, wherefore hast thou despised the commandments of the Lord Yahweh to do evil in his sight? But he's still gonna sit on the throne. He's still gonna sit on that number one throne, even though he committed adultery, or sin unto death, and set a man up to get killed, another sin unto death. Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite. There it is. He didn't actually stick a sword in him, but he set him up to be killed. A hitman in the mafia, they go after the hitman, but the guy that they really want is the guy that put the order out. He was in another state. That's the main guy that they want. Who put the order out. Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword. He didn't physically do it, but he set him up to be. He put him in the hottest battle, like in Vietnam conflict and these different wars. They put Jake in the front because it's guaranteed they're gonna die, right? And has taken his wife to be thy wife, and has slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon, because they were fighting against the Ammonites. So he didn't take the sword, he didn't kill an Ammonite, took his sword, okay, I'm going to stab you with Ammon's sword. He set him up to be killed. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thy house. Every time you turn around, you're going to have enemies, because thou hast despised me, and have taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. That's a very important, extremely important law. Adultery, man. You don't do that. You don't be doing that adultery shit. It said, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house. That was his son. His son committed adultery. He's laying with his concubines, and all Israel knew about it and made it public. And I will take thy wives before thine eyes and give them unto thy neighbor. Thy neighbor was talking about his son, which proved that thy neighbor is a fellow Israelite. And he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this son. For thou didst secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel and before the sun. In other words, everybody gonna see it. There's an old saying, we're gonna bring it out to the light of day, meaning everybody gonna know about it. We're gonna make it public. That's hip talk for the son, meaning everybody gonna know about it. And the people loved David's son, because he was a perfect man. He had no he was the handsomest man on the planet Earth at that time. Women used to melt at his presence. Women wanted him, and men wanted to be like him, and that's why he almost took the kingdom. And David was acting simple. Oh, my son, Absalom, my son. That's why Joab, my man Joab, he said, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I'm gonna kill this nigga. You know, and hey, David better. I'm gonna tell David, look, I killed your punk ass son, nigga. What you gonna do about it? And then he got killed by Solomon. Okay, Solomon had people killed. You know, his name means peaceful, but he wasn't peaceful in the beginning. He was putting hits out. King Solomon was putting hits out. Hit this nigga, hit that nigga, hit this nigga. Let me know. Anyway, let me come back over here to show you the adolescent mind state that your woman is in. When you deal with a woman, you're dealing with a woman that has an 8-year-old woman's girl's mentality. Because watch what she's going to say. I'm sorry I stretched this out, but...
CEO Network told me to come on here, so that's why I'm here.
That's love. Appreciate that. Yeah. All right, what about you?
I don't know. I'm always single on Valentine's.
This bonehead right here, this bonehead, she said, I don't know, I'm always single.
Oh, no.
When did your last relationship?
Recently.
Why'd you guys break up?
It just didn't work out.
Oh, okay, obviously it didn't work out, but like, why didn't it work out?
It's no reason. I just...
She don't want to say it, but she going to eventually say it, which shows you that she's an adolescent mind in a mind state. She has a mind state of an 8-year-old girl.
You know, it was mutual. We just wasn't compatible.
So you brothers that get these women, you really child molesters, man.
Well, that's all.
Someone obviously had to start this like breakup. Who was it? Him or you?
Me.
Why?
Just cause I think he had like 5 girlfriends.
Really?
So, yeah.
How'd you find out?
Cause he told me.
Well, he was a real man. He was a real man. You know? He's an alpha male, you know? He said, look, yeah, I got 5 chicks. Which he supposed that's the nature of a man. Hey, your mother, all our mothers, black mothers you call it, she proud if you got 2 or 3 girls. She say, man, my son got he got 3 girlfriends. But if the daughter got 2 boys, she ain't proud about that. She ain't gonna speak about that. So that's natural, man. So she doesn't understand the nature of a man and a woman. I broke up with him because he told me. Well, he told you because he felt like it wasn't wrong what he was doing. I had this one woman years ago, even got engaged to her, and I was dealing with another woman, and she kind of found out, and I just said, she said, are you dealing with this other? I said, yeah. And then I said, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I said, biblically, there wasn't nothing wrong with that. And I said, would you like to meet her? She said, no. You know? Anyway, because I said, look, I can have more than one woman. And then, these same women are Christians too. Christian women shouldn't have no problem with it. And like I said, the worst people on the earth are Christians. They're Satan. They're Satan.
You told me.
So you know, yeah.
So I wasn't down with that. I didn't want to be a part of a group. I didn't want to share.
And I bet you she's a Christian too. I would have said, well, wait a minute. Are you a Christian? Do you not accept the Bible? Do you know you can be cursed if you take away from the book? So you're taking away from the book when you say I can't have 5 women. And he's too short. You should have helped him get another 2.
So it's over.
Then women wonder why men don't tell the truth.
Yeah.
You heard what they said? Whoever, he said, now you wonder why men don't tell the truth. Now you wonder why men don't tell the truth.
At least being honest.
Yeah, he's honest. I appreciate that.
Most niggas lie.
What did the bitch that say? She said, yeah, he was honest, and I appreciate that. Well, if you appreciate that, you would have no problem. At least you being honest. Go ahead and deal with them women. Matter of fact, I want to meet some of them women if I can. Hey, and the first thing my old girl said when she said, you dealing with this other woman? I heard you. I said, yeah. And then the first thing that came out of her mouth was, she sounded just like Richard Gere in Officer and the Gentleman, when what's his name, the drill sergeant, he just passed. Goddamn, I can't remember his name. Lou Gossett. He said, "Why you want to join the Air Force?" He said, "Because I want to fly jets." He said, "My grandmother wanted to fly jets." And then he said, "Why would you want to be a pilot? I want your DOR, you know." What is that? The dismissal on request or whatever you give up. You trying to break the man, and he said, "Why you want to be a fly planes?" He said, "Why you want to be a part of this?" And he said, "Cause I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go." And that's how my old girl said it. She said, "So you are dealing?" I said, "Yeah, I got another woman on the side. So what's the big deal?" Because I was already in the truth. And then the first thing that came out of her mouth was, and she said it just like fucking Richard Gere. "Is she prettier than me? Is she prettier than me?" Because that's what a woman is all about. It's about her hair, which is her glory, and her beauty. Men, it's not so much their beauty. They just want to be strong. They go to the gym to be strong. You know? They might get muscles to attract women, but they're not into a pretty, back in the day, you had the cute Michael Jackson, Prince look, that kind of look. Now, women are into rugged men with beards, manly men, alpha male type men. It's a whole different thing. That's why you see a lot of dudes rocking beards. And they're rocking beards because of the Israelites. The spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. That's why you see these young boys, they're all rocking beards now, man. And they don't know why they're rocking beards. They're rocking beards because they got the spirit of an Israelite inside of them. Their spirit is the spirit of Israel. Okay, so she said, "I appreciate his honesty." But to reward him for his honesty, which you appreciate, you said, "I'm going to do." And then what did this, whatever, I don't keep up with these guys, Fit or whatever the fuck, Fit and Fresh and Fit or whatever. I don't know if he's fresh and he's fit. But anyway, he said that's why men, and you wonder why men are not honest. Hold up, let me bring it back.
Be a part of a group. I didn't want to share them. So it's ups and down.
Now, what if you had a child? Your child gets a certain age, you pregnant again, and your child said, "I don't want you to have no more kids, because that takes me. I'm not in the intention." No, that you get smacked in the mouth. You get smacked in the mouth. All right. So she don't know. I don't know. She looked like she could be in a damn 30s, or old 30. 30 is the new 45. She old and dusty. And she's black. Black ain't the thing. This black woman ain't the thing at this time. They want lighter. This creature right here, looking like a Moloch from the Time Machine. I'm just being honest. If I looked into the room, I'm going to look at her. I'm going to look at these women. That's why I said you have my blessings. I did a video called "You Have My Blessings." Because I'm going to tell you something. Back in the old school, they say you can't have Edomites, and we believe that bullshit. You have Edomites as long as you don't marry them. And if I had an Edomite, I wouldn't tell them. I wouldn't tell leadership. And if they would have found out, we found out you walk. I said, well, so what? I said, first of all, that's none of your goddamn business. Yeah, but we're the 7. Okay, good. You're the 7. Good for you. 7 ain't doing nothing no more. They did their job. We the top cats right now. Let's listen to some more.
You told me honest.
So yeah.
So I wasn't down with that. I didn't want to be a part of a group. I didn't want to share them. So it's over.
Then women wonder why men don't tell the truth.
Yeah.
Now women wonder why men don't tell the truth. And women, Apostle Kabari says this. When women get with a man, I don't want no game playing. Okay, no game playing. Who's the first one with the game playing? That chick.
Yeah. At least being honest.
Yeah, he's honest. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Most niggas lie, man.
But you know,
But that's why.
That's why they stay.
That's why they lie. Yeah, like that's why dudes don't tell women the truth.
Yeah.
All right. What about?
Why are you single?
And she too black for me. I'm sorry. She too goddamn black for me. Black ain't in right now. It be in the kingdom, but it ain't in right now. She too goddamn blackity black.
That's one reason why you're single. Yeah.
That's probably why.
Well,
Shit forgetful.
Fair use,
because
fair use. These are bimbo heads.
I just moved out to Florida like a year ago, and I'm trying to get my business together, and dudes are a distraction. So,
Do you think that? Cause you see like black guys, right? You think that they commit often or not really?
the right one will, yeah.
Hey, there's so many videos of women are desperate now. They got these speed dating places where they meet, and the only people that show up are women, and they're begging for men to come back because men are tired of your bullshit. Men are tired of your game playing. That's why you got the passport bros. So it's not looking good for y'all, and it's all It's all working around to you're gonna have to come to us, and we're gonna pick and choose who the hell we want. Isaiah chapter 4 is going to take place on this side of the earth, and it's going to continue on the other side of the earth. And don't listen to black blockheads Nate tell you his madness, okay? Because he can only deal with one woman. He can only handle one woman. That's why he pushes that madness. If I'm dealing with a woman and I'm on a job and there's some woman that look good and she constantly looking at me and rubbing her shoulder against me and stuff like that, one thing gonna lead to another, and we gonna be doing something. And I'm not gonna tell them. First of all, it's none of your business what I do. Okay.
Where is he?
They I don't know. They came, they go, they come,
They
they
came
go.
alright. Yeah, come alright. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really be paying them
Yeah, they're right. They do. They come and they go. Cause they know you a hoe. That's a bar.
attention because I'm about my money right now. So
That's fine.
also,
That's fine. Interesting. What about you?
I'm single because I have standards.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Give us two of your standards.
A job and a car.
That's a low barrier to entry.
yeah, that's bare minimum.
So
Like,
oh,
you know,
yeah.
carrying all the weight.
More than them.
Exactly.
A question: where do you meet your men now?
Honestly, I really don't go looking for anything. I kind of just work most of the time, and I just kind of let it come to me.
Let it come to me.
Yeah,
One day or another.
manifest.
Okay.
Manifest.
It's just funny to me, but we'll move on. What?
Manifest.
It's just funny to me, but we'll move on. Why are you so single?
Alright, one reason why I'm single is because I just don't shut the fuck up. Like, I keep talking all the time, and I know, like, a lot of guys just want a girl to, like, shut up, so, yeah, I'm not there yet, so.
Worse than war.
He knows I will kill a bitch if he talks to somebody else. How is it her fault?
She's a psycho. Like I said, stay away from these hyenas. Cause he know I'll kill a bitch. Stay away from these hyenas. And she's not a hyena. She's not a hyena. She's a hyena. She's a hyena. That's 334. I'm gonna show you another hyena. Let me see. It's 334. Okay, where we at? A hyena. Another hyena. She's a hyena. She's a light-skinned hyena. You know? Edomite ain't gonna say nothing like that. This dumb truck. Let me put this back over here. See, we analyzing you, man, and we come to the conclusion: don't deal with these boneheaded hyenas. Look at the eyes. She's got the eyes of a psycho killer. Cause I'll kill the bitch. That's a hyena with weaves.
So my man, the fuck? Look at the eyes. Her eyes just were like totally like.
What if she didn't know that you existed?
Yeah, why is it? I don't care. It's okay.
Decided like for a year to just take a step back, because like the guys that I have been with are very, very similar, and it's like, to me, it's like a pattern, and they're not bad people or anything, but I just want to like kind of realize like, okay, like what is like the universe telling me that I have to fix to like find the person that, yeah, like maybe like I just need to figure myself out a little more.
Go for darker Cubans. What is the outcome that?
That's what you got to figure this shit out. That's why the law, when you go back to the law, it's the father, not the mother. It's the father that gives away the daughter. In the Apocrypha, it says, "Give thy daughter to a man of understanding or wisdom." That's in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not gonna look for it. Somebody put it up for me. Anyway, so the psychology of women in general, they're all bugged out. They all should be in padded cells with straight jackets on, okay? But especially the hyenas. You know what I mean by hyenas. Stay away from them hyenas. We don't need them hyenas. Anyway, with that, shalom, on to the next.